Reality recap.
Hi, Evelyn. Yes, I know you have the reunion. Yes, we have 2 more episodes. And then we have the reunion of
I look like the slut. I look like a mom. She was like, you the one that look like you got a high body count hair. I fell the fuck out, y'all.
Candace, has Deborah reached out to you to apologize after the episode aired showing Chris did not flirt with her?
She wouldn't dare. She would get eaten for breakfast.
Oh boy.
No, she's doubling down.
Why would you go meet with Ray J without talking to Princess or letting her know? Why? Like, she's trying to justify that she told her after the fact and not supposed to make it.
What do you think of your ex-husband Jim coming out and saying you did not try to stop him from suing Shannon and Tamara?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, if his memory is a little foggy about what transpired back then, that's okay. However, he did admit that I had nothing to do with the...
Reality recap. Reality recap.
What's up, y'all? It is your girl V with Reality Recheck. Reality Recap here for another Tea Talk session. Today, we are streaming live across Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube to discuss last night's episode of Love and Hiphop Miami. If you can't watch this live in its entirety, no worries. Head over to the link in my bios if you're watching from Instagram or from Facebook. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my Tea Talk sessions that are live or either pre-recorded. And yes, again, today we are talking about last night's episode of Love and Hiphop Miami. The chats are open live to let me know your thoughts on the episode as I give you my unsolicited thoughts. But before we get into last night's episode of Love and Hiphop Miami, still Love and Hiphop Miami related, I received an email about a week or so back. And to be honest with you guys, I was struggling just because I was like, I've been getting a few emails of, cases, reality, news. And I struggled with, okay, I'm at that point now where people are sending me, lawsuits or breaking news that I don't see out there yet. And while I'm grateful for you guys, I guess it took me a minute to come to terms that, as soon as I was getting the emails, it was like, okay, this is scams. This is nonsense. It's not true. Somebody's trying to get me or something like that. And I wasn't believing in myself and my page and my, the growth that I'm trying to achieve, that these emails were real. Well, I did receive an email from Sophia Galliano. And the subject said, Love and Hiphop Miami star's son is my stalker. Now, like I said, I kind of skimmed over it and was like, this isn't real. It's not true. But after seeing last night's episode and how obsessed Gaelle was with Angela, or also, formerly known as Black China, something said, look into this a little bit deeper. So the email that I received said, hi, Vanessa. Mike Jaquez, I believe it is. Mike Jaquez, son of Love and Hiphop Miami star Gaelle Jaquez and nephew of Florence El Luce, is charged with stalking and 2 counts of burglary at my home and has pending cases in Miramar for indecent exposure and fleeing the police. I, did my own research last night. It definitely looks like her son. I'm going to show you. This is a picture of Gaelle with her son. This was also attached to the email. I'm going to show that to you guys. And then I'm going to play a clip from a recent news clip from Channel 7 News down in Florida. So let me show you this picture. I couldn't pull this picture up on my computer to share with you guys, so I'll just share it up here to the screen. Let me show it to you. So this is Gaelle. You guys remember that dress from the episode where she stole Flo stole Alan from her birthday party. That is her alleged son, Marquez. Okay, so that is the son. this was attached to the email as well, and a picture of Gaelle and the son. And again, his name is Mike Jaquez. Sorry, I said Marquez. Love and Hip Hop. I mean, I'm thinking Love and Marriage Huntsville, but that is Mike Jaquez, allegedly the son of Gaelle Jaquez. I'm gonna play this news clip for you that I did my research on the email that I received, and I'm gonna share that with you. So this is a picture that comes up from the news article. Let me play this clip.
Need a floor stand? Look no further. We at Maclocks have the widest variety of stands to fit your needs and your tablet.
It's a little ad.
Add digital experiences to any type of environment with secure, sturdy floor stands.
Sorry.
Also in the news tonight, a man accused of peeping through the windows of South Florida homes. Tonight, that suspect has been stopped. Officials say he's a repeat offender. One homeowner who was shaken up by all of this says she is grateful he's now behind bars. The night team's Gaelle Levy live in Miami with this. Gaelle.
Well, it is certainly fair to say that neighbors out here are breathing a sigh of relief, and they are sleeping better tonight knowing that this repeat sex offender is behind bars and not peering into their windows.
This
This is
alleged
Gaelle's
peeping
alleged
Tom
son.
getting a good look at a judge Wednesday.
You're charged with 2 counts of burglary to an occupied dwelling, as well as 1 count of stalking.
Mike Kevin Jacques, a repeat sex offender, caught and cuffed for his most recent offense.
This isn't a peeping Tom. This is a violent person
That's
who's looking
Sophia,
to harm me, and he's
one that
been
emailed
preying
me.
on me this entire time.
Sophia Galliano says the 28-year-old man was lurking near her home in the area of Northwest 1st Court and 74th Street, and outside her home, he was caught on camera, looking where he should not be.
Can I help you? What are you doing back there?
He can't keep victimizing other people. It's not right. It's not right. Okay? It has to stop.
Jacques now facing charges of stalking and burglary of an occupied dwelling. But this is not his first run-in with the law. In 2023, he was arrested for charges of sexual assault, kidnapping, burglary, and battery.
Nothing would indicate that this is someone who is, trying to be a part of society and play by those rules. Like, he is a criminal. Period.
But in that 2023 case, the charges were dropped months later, the defendant claiming they and Jacques had exchanged money prior to the sexual act, still not providing any ease to Galliano's situation.
This is someone who is a career criminal, and he has repeatedly shown that he gets arrested and gets bonded out and continues the same behavior.
Now, Galliano says she hopes this latest alleged crime is the end to his criminal career.
Mr. Jacques, you are ordered to stay away from the listed victim. Her initials are SG. Do you understand me so far? So you can't have any direct or indirect contact. You also cannot come within 500 feet of her home.
It gives me some relief, but that's temporary. I need to file a restraining order, and I need to know that he'll never come near me again.
And Jacques' bond has been set at $25,000. And the judge also says that he has a fugitive bond hold out of Broward County for indecent exposure and for a violation of his probation. So before he can pay the bond here in Miami, he has to be extradited to Broward County. For now, live in Miami, Gaelle Levy, 7 News 19.
So yes, guys, again, let me put Love and Hip Hop back on the screen. So in case you are just joining, again, really quickly, I received the email from Sophia Galliano that you saw in the video there. She wanted and asked that I get this story out here because not many people are talking about it. She was scared, for her safety. And the guy that you saw, Mike Jaquez, that is allegedly Gaelle's son. So I, after doing my own research, finding multiple articles on this, finding this news clip, I, let her know that I would let this be known on my podcast tonight. She was thankful because, again, she said, with Gaelle being on Love and Hip Hop, not too many people are discussing this, but it is a big story in Florida. And she did send me an update after I told her that I would discuss it today. She said, thank you. Update as of this morning, the judge granted me a permanent injunction against Mike. So he must stay 500 feet away from me and my property indefinitely. She said, and I did check this out as well. He is currently in jail in Broward County for a case unrelated to mine for indecent exposure and violation of probation. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm not, I'm not sure what's going on there, but I wanted to share this with you guys because I told Sophia that I would. She, again, hasn't heard or seen much about this, or this news really hasn't been anywhere from a reality standpoint about Gaelle, Love and Hiphop Miami. But, her son, unfortunately, is a repeat offender of, I think it said the sexual assault charges were dropped, but, stalking, burglary, indecent exposure, and she was unfortunately a victim of it, but lived to tell her story. And I'm thankful that she got an indefinite restraining order order where he has to stay 500 feet away from her and her property. So scary nonetheless. Again, I got this email almost 2 weeks ago, and I really just didn't understand my power yet as far as my platform. And I know y'all saying, who is me? I just hit 40K followers. I don't have that many followers. I'm still growing, but I was just like, nobody's sending me breaking stories. Nobody's sending me this must not be real. But again, after seeing Gaelle last night on the episode and how she was like obsessed with Angela and wanting to be just like Angela, it just clicked in my head like, oh, you know what? This woman emailed you. Go back to it. And she shared her phone number. She was, just wanting the story to get out there. And I told her I would share it. So again, I'm glad she got her indefinite restraining order against him. He is currently locked up for another, incident, as I mentioned, unrelated to hers for indecent exposure. But that is seemingly, allegedly, Gaelle's son. So do with that as you please. I just wanted to share. Sophia, wishing you the best. Glad you lived through it. And I hope that others share it and share your story. Right? So that's all I have on that. Now let's get into Love and Hiphop Miami. Let me get my notes up, y'all, because last night's episode was nothing but pure foolishness as usual. So we start off with Ray J. Ray J now has a news station called Reality Check News. And he also has the Hollywood twins on there trying to do the weather, but they're not getting along ever since, the one twin told them the other twin messing with Trick's son. And they were saying that, the one twin was saying she's going to go off on her own. And they're not getting along. So them doing the weather, other than the fact that they are not meteorologists, they are not equipped to do the news. It wasn't working out. And Ray J seemingly has this news station. I have yet to see an actual episode of the news, but he has this news station that he's under his umbrella of his media company, and they are going to be doing reality faced news. So something else for Ray J to add to his resume. Trick asked him about Amara while after they wrapped, they're doing their reality check news station thing. Trick asked, like, so what's up with you and Amara? Because I heard you was trying to sniff her hot pocket. And he seemingly said nothing was going on, but that she told Princess and he had to fire her before he hired her, blah, 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 for his One Wish movie. And he said that he was going to call her, reach out to her, and give her another shot because Trick told Ray J about Pinky Doll and how he gave Pinky Doll a shot. He did some content with her, invited her to the Hollywood Twins single release party. And she came and y'all saw, had a mic, tried to take over the party, all of that. So yeah, he was going to call her back and give her another chance. We didn't see Ching. Why was Ching shopping in a beauty supply store for her music video? Somebody tell me. But she was shopping in the beauty supply store getting ready for her music video, and her mother called, and she, surprise, surprise, tell her that her and Quez are on the outs. And I told you guys, are we really shocked that she had already said that Quez cheated on her over 20 plus times, that he is employment challenged, that he is in and out of jail. And I just don't know why we're shocked by this, but apparently he was trying to holler at the hotel receptionist. She sent him downstairs for a Mountain Dew, and he came back with more than a Mountain Dew. But he called her, she called him, and he was gone because I guess he was gone for too long. So she called him because she's saying, damn, I only sent you to get a Mountain Dew. Why you going for 10 plus minutes? Hey, Summer's Finest, thank you for checking in. He thinks he hangs up the phone. Not the case. She hears the conversation, and he's down there talking to the receptionist at the hotel saying, oh, will you work tomorrow? What days you work? I ain't gonna see you tomorrow, huh? And I said, I was just joking, y'all, but I said, maybe he was trying to find a job. Maybe he was trying to see when she was gonna be there and get so he could interview to work at the hotel. I don't know. But she heard this, went downstairs and checked the receptionist, and he flew back home. And she was saying, yeah, he could go back home to Nebraska. You know, that's where they from, Nebraska. That's what she called it, Nebraska. But he can go back home. He can go back to the projects, living in with his mother, with all his hood rats and his little friends. He don't care, girl. He love it there. That's why he keep going back and getting in trouble, go to jail, come back. You gave him a chance. You brought him to Miami on your dime because you trying to do something different with your life. Everybody, you can't bring everybody along with you. Everybody can't come along with you when you try to elevate. But she tried to make it work. It didn't. He went back home without even saying nothing to her. So she's trying to get ready for her music video to distract herself and seemingly saying she's not going to take him back. Yeah, right. But that's where she is. So her mother said she can tell that she was sad and that she was going to fly out there to check on her. So she was happy that her mother was coming to town. Everybody's making music videos this episode. So then we also saw Flo. Flo was making a video, and she had her mom in the video. And she also, the guy that was in the video, what's his name? Is it Yanni? He's another Haitian artist. They were looking pretty cozy. She was trying to play it off like, no, we're just doing that for the music video. Hey, JoJo. Thank you for checking in on YouTube. But yeah, she was saying, her mother was asking, like, is this your boyfriend? What's up? Because whatever mommy learns, she gonna go back and tell Gaelle and tell her husband Marlon. But she's saying, no, we just doing that for the music video, yada yada yada. But come to find out, Flo is really messing with this guy. And I'm like, damn, didn't we just see you get dissed by Alan like 2 seconds ago? But she's on to Yanni, this other Haitian artist. I personally think that Yanni is more interested in them being a power couple than an actual relationship. But he was landed on thick. He like, when you gonna tell your family about me, and we messing together, I don't want to be a secret. And he like, I really think we can be a power couple, because that seems to me what he's really after. And he's younger than her. I ain't gonna say way younger, but he definitely younger than her. And she's saying, I gotta break it to him on my own time. I'm gonna tell him when I'm ready, yada yada yada. But I think this boy is really interested in her to be serious with. I don't, but she thinks so. So she's messing with this guy, Yanni. Her mom also wants her to make up with Gaelle. She's saying like Gaelle is reading the Bible. She's, changing her life. We just saw her doing the complete opposite 2 seconds ago as well. But now she's reading the Bible. So, then what? Then we see Gaelle, right? Gaelle is at the gym. She asked Bobby to come by and give her, help her with working out. I'm saying, Bobby don't look like he work out to me. He looked like he weighed 2 pounds wet, soaking wet. But she's saying that she called him over to help her with a workout. And it was a little weird to me, but Gaelle is saying that she wants to changed her life because of Angela, aka or formerly known as, not also known as, formerly known as Black China. We seen Black China do her workout, her transformation, draw herself near to Christ and sober and doing well. And Gaelle is saying, like, basically, I follow her every move. I want to be just like her. I want to be a Christian like her. I want to get money like her. She has invested in her restaurant and, updated her restaurant. And everything is like, I want to be like Angela. I want to be like Angela. It was low key weird because I think even Bobby said, he's like, in a minute, I'm going to have to call you Guy Angela because you seem a little bit obsessed. And she did. That's, also what triggered me to talk to you guys about Gaelle and her son at the beginning of the episode. If you didn't see it, play it back after this on my YouTube channel. But that's what kind of triggered me to look back and investigate and say, what is going on here? Because she seems a little obsessed with Black China. And then everything she was saying to Bobby in the beginning of it had as a Christian. If she's really genuine on her walk with Christ, I'm all here for it. Do I personally believe it? I don't. It's to me a part of her storyline. But yeah, she said that as a Christian, she wants to be in love and in a relationship with Fabo, who is Shay's baby daddy. And Bobby's like, no, sis, you need to get your own man, which I think we could all agree at this point. We've seen her with Fabo. We've seen her with Alan. We've seen her with, we ain't really see it, but we've heard that she's messed with Marlon, her sister's husband. So she always after somebody else, man, and don't have her own. But that's what she said. As a Christian, she wants to be in love with Fabo. And also as a Christian, she can't be around Flo because she doesn't agree with Flo's lifestyle. You were the one that messed up Flo's lifestyle. But okay, she's on her Christian journey. We're going to go with that. And she's saying that Flo is a bad influence on her. Is that so? But that's what she said. I just found that a bit hilarious. Again, being that she's the one that blew up Flo's marriage to her husband. Anyway, that's what she said. We then see Ching at her video, Ching Diamond. We see her at her music video set. And who pops up? Quez. Quez is there because they're playing childish games. And she posted online just to get his attention that she was single. So he flew all the way from Nebraska to Miami. We're going to act like she didn't pay for that flight because clearly he didn't have the money to pay for that flight. But we're going to act like he just popped up like she didn't know he was coming. Okay. That's how we're going to play it. And she tries to play tough. He's telling her that famous line, he ain't perfect and blah, 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 blah. He looking for a wife, all that jail talk because we all know this man ain't serious. But she tried to hold her ground and send him away, telling no, he messed up a good thing, get out her face. You flew him there, Ching. You can act like you didn't, but you flew him there just to have that scene and act like you wasn't going to get back with him. And she went back to her music video. Does she take him back before this episode is over? Absolutely. And we'll get into that in a second. It's now Flo's son's B-Day party. And this is the party that Gaelle was saying she didn't want to go to. But I guess, being that it was for her son, he was turning, I think, 10 or so. She went to the party. Flo also invited her new man, Yanni, to the party, knowing Marlon was going to be there. Her family is going to be there. She's telling him if he comes in to say that he's there for content creation and that's it. Like, how you think you're going to play that off? Or why would you, if you're trying to keep it a secret, I don't know why you would invite him to your son's birthday party. I don't really think she was trying to keep her a secret like she say she was because she told on herself. But yeah, we'll get into that. Flo also had Pinky Doll at her party, and it was almost like she was a paid character, almost like how you have a Power Ranger or something. I'm telling my age, but like you have Chase Paw Patrol or something. She had Pinky there in that capacity, where she was like doing her avatar cartoon thing that she do on TikTok for the kids. The kids seem to love it because I guess that's their age range to be on TikTok and see her. And, really see her as famous. But she's trying to get in with Flo because Flo is an artist. And because she still ain't talked to Timberland. And I'm saying, like, you cannot tell me that this woman moves her whole life, left her family and I believe her child behind, but left her family behind in Montreal, Canada, which probably wasn't hard because it's cold up there to go to Miami. Because she said she was going to be making music with Timberland, and you get there and you can't get in touch with this man. She really made it seem like he endorsed her. He wanted to make music with her. This was her meal ticket, and then you get there and you don't even know his phone number. Still not making no sense to me. I don't know how long she's gonna last on this show if she can't start making some music. But I guess she's, trying other avenues, getting in with the people with the content and doing birthday characters for Flo's son's birthday party. But yeah, she was there in that capacity. But while Pinky Doll was there, she asked Flo, like, "Oh, who that? That's Yanni over there. Who that?" And Flo seemingly slips up and say, "That's my man." And she like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I said that." Like, girl, you knew what you was doing. But she tells that to Pinky with her mom standing right there. So her mom went right on over and told Gaelle. Gaelle's freaking out because she's now a Christian. In this episode, she's on her spiritual journey. But in this episode, she's, on that spiritual journey, and she tells Gaelle, and Gaelle saying that's not right. She's supposed to honor her husband and her family. Are you kidding me? You slept with her husband. Now you want her to honor him? It's your fault. She unhonored him. I was like, okay, whatever y'all say. If we are we believing this spiritual journey? Y'all let me know in the comments. Are y'all believing this spiritual journey? I'm not. I'm really not. But she's saying that she's telling Flo that's not right. You shouldn't have him here. He's way younger than you. What are you gonna do with him? As if she's now the superior one of morals. But Flo, she had her temper tantrum. I'm gonna do what I want. This is my life. You can't tell me what to do. And we also see Yanni go talk to Marlon. And Marlon is saying, like, yo, I don't really care. I just hope she don't have no issues when I bring around who I'm dating. Which we'll see in the next episode. Marlon does bring the girl around. She's in the previews of the next episode. Strong face, strong nose. That's all I'm gonna say. Strong face, strong nose. I didn't necessarily care for her. Sorry, not sorry. But we'll see her in the next episode. I thought it was going to be somebody that we knew from the show to make it even more messier. I damn near thought it was going to be Amara. But we'll see this new girl in the next episode. And the new girl seemingly says some stuff about Flo, like, we know you got a sugar daddy. You ain't gotta act like it's all sweet over there. We know you messing around too. So, and Gaelle looks stuck, like, did she just tell my business? So I guess there's some truth to it. So we will see. So we end up at Ray J's audition. He has Amara there auditioning for the same role we saw him auditioning Pinky for. Now, Amara is not aware that she's there in the capacity of auditioning. She's thinking she got the role and she's just there rehearsing. By the way, who the hell was the men in the audience? All looking like some creeps, but it was like 4 or 5 dudes in the audience. I guess they were friends of Ray J. And Pinky's sitting in the audience as well while Amara is doing her audition / in her head rehearsal. And I will say, Amara did the better job to me. Like, Amara was the one that did the better job for sure. She actually came off as a professional actress. I was like, wow, she might make this One Wish movie. I told you I'm gonna watch this for the pure fun of it at this point after watching him in this bob wig auditioning, acting a fool, talking about his name is Silky. I don't know what that got to do with One Wish, but I'm gonna roll with it at this point. And Pinky, he, after she finished doing her lines, he calls Pinky up and say, yeah, Amada, you're auditioning for the same role that Pinky auditioned for. Amada gets a little upset, like, I thought I had the role. What are you talking about? He, in the meantime, while Amada and Pinky is going back and forth, like, oh no, this role is mine. No, it's mine. You look like you need the role, though. They going back and forth. He slides a bid out and talking about it's almost like a threesome scene, a throuple or something. And I'm like, what is this dude doing? And he pulling the bed out and them creeps in the audience looking like, yeah, can't wait to see this. Like weird as fuck. But yeah, they're arguing back and forth. Amada then says, you know what? You can have the role. I'm make this easy for you. I'm a bow out. You can have the role. And Pinky still saying, like, basically, go, bye. And then Ray J kind of gets shady with Pinky because he's saying, like, yo, you got to be professional. What is you doing? He tells her, Trick already told me about you and how you did at the Hollywood Twins party. You're blacklisted. And she like, you can't blacklist me. They arguing. And he like, chill, Pinky. I can't eat 100 chicken sandwiches like you. Cause y'all know she do that on her TikTok, the mukbang or whatever you call it, where she eating 50 hot dogs at once, or she's eating I guess chicken sandwiches, and she got offended by that and tried to throw water on him. Security's snatching her up and taking her away, and he like, that's how you know you lost the argument, when you got to start throwing stuff. He's so shady. Like, to me, he is the shade king. Him and Princess reign supreme when it comes to the shade. It's like old school your mama hiking. That's how funny they are to me. So y'all enjoyed the clip on Facebook and on Instagram today of the highlight that I put up of this battle of the One Wish movie role, where he's trying to pull in a bid and do some other mess in the scene that still again has nothing to do with One Wish. But overall, this was a hilarious episode. We then go back to Ching in her trailer. She was doing a diss record against Zoe. And I'm saying, like, you got some pent up anger towards Quez. Yeah. And I guess you taking that out on Zoe because Zoe was telling you the truth about your man and proved to be right, because he came home and already was trying to holler at other women the same night he came out of jail into you in the hotel with a shirt that said my favorite little hoe. He goes downstairs and try to find him another little favorite hoe in the hotel. So surprise, surprise, she's in this trailer making a diss record. At first, I thought she was on a school bus, and then I realized that it was a trailer. But she's on this trailer making a diss record, and who comes walking in? Quez. And he's still pushing them jail lines. I'm gonna do right. I ain't perfect. I love you. I want a wife. I want this to work. You the person I love. Yada yada yada. Because he want to be on TV and be down in Miami instead of in Nebraska. So one thing I guess Ching forgot to mention was that her mother was still on the way down there. So her mother is outside really telling her some real shit. Like, he's not going to change. He keeps doing the same things and you keep taking him back over and over and over again. What is even his incentive to change? You keep taking him back and he know that you're going to take him back. Like, focus on your career. Do what you got to do. Get yourself together. Get your life together. It's going in one ear out the other. You can see it. She swear by him. They love each other. They going to make it work. Yada, blah, blah, blah. And he comes outside, and again, not a serious bone in his body. And the mother's like, I don't really think you deserve a second chance. Well, why? I'm gonna do right. I'm gonna do right. And she's just like, girl, I'm leaving. You can deal with this if you want to. I don't know what kind of Quez is laying down, but he must be inserting his entire body into her for her to feel this way. But I don't personally see why. I'm not one to judge, but I am one to judge. You know what I mean? But I don't get what this is about. But I just hate to see somebody get sidetracked by a man or a woman, anything like that, a relationship that's toxic, that's not serving you, instead of focusing on elevating yourself. So that's just sad to see. So I think they're gonna last through the season without another riff and him flying back to Nebraska. I doubt you. I doubt it very seriously. But she's taking him back, and we'll see what he does with that. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Love and Hiphop Miami. Again, if you didn't see this video in its entirety, I encourage you to go to my YouTube channel. This will be up soon as the live ends. please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio on Instagram and on Facebook. If you're watching from YouTube, please make sure you like this video and subscribe. And I encourage y'all to watch the beginning of this video if you just are tuning in. I shared with you some breaking news. It's a recent story from 2025. A woman, Sophia Gaelle, reached out to me via email about this case. You can actually see her talking in the news clip that I played about Gaelle's son allegedly stalking her. She was granted a permanent restraining order where he has to stay 500 feet away from her and her property. I felt compelled to share it because she wanted to get the story out there. And then again, after seeing how Gaelle was a little weird about Angela last night, I did my own research. I held on to this email for a little while now. I did my own research and wanted to share that with you. So it's a sad story. I'm glad she's okay and lived through it. And I can only imagine having someone stalk you outside your property, how that can be traumatizing. I just wish her the best. And I hope that Gaelle's son gets the help that he needs. But he's currently locked up again for a separate charge unrelated for indecent exposure. So y'all check it out. It's at the beginning of this video. And again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Now, I put a clip up for you guys of tonight's episode of Love and Hiphop ATL. We're back on to Rashida and Kirk and him trying to get full custody of his side baby, Cannon. And Jasmine's man seemingly steps in, her in and out man. He steps in to talk to Kurt. So this should be an interesting episode. And I will be back to recap Love and Hiphop ATL tomorrow. Before I get out of here, please make sure, again, you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also provide monetary support. You see the Cash App scrolling across the screen to help continue to grow my platform, equipment, and get me out of this basement into an actual studio so I can continue to flourish in this space. Facebook reached 42,000 followers today. I appreciate you guys. Welcome new followers, and thank you for all of your support, guys. Now, like I always say before I end my podcast, reality TV stars are humans too. Let's not forget that. It is your girl V with Reality Recap. I will be back tomorrow to recap Love and Hiphop ATL. So set your alerts and I'll have some highlight clips for you in the morning. Y'all have a great night. Peace.